If your car could not run without turbo booster, what would you consider the problem? Is it just that the gas is bad, or perhaps we're having some engine problems? I'm AQBS, and this is Back to the Barber. If this is your first time on this channel, I help men get their high school hairline back naturally, no matter the scale of loss. So rather you are here to maximize, maintain, or manufacture new hair, the algorithm has led you to the right place. Today's primary topic is Boost, why your follicles now need stimulants, seconded by other relevant information and commentary. So let's get started. This is one of my favorite topics of hair loss because on one end, it seems very obvious. On another end, it's kind of hidden from the masses. What do I mean by that? If you consider the fact that right now, and if you look at your body, your face, just take a snapshot of yourself, you will notice that everything is working as it's supposed to be. Now, are there things that could be better off? Absolutely. But there's not something on your body that is not running at least semi-efficiently. Okay. Now, you could be a 29-year-old guy and you work out, you eat pretty healthy or just average, and you have average BMI, just kind of like an average life for your social circle. But you're bald. Or you could be a woman that has a sister that's 2 years younger or older, mother, and then your hair is thin and their hair is not thin. Okay, you could be a teenager and you haven't even came to your manhood yet, and you can see that yourself, your receding line is showing up a lot more, and you're trying to figure out how you can save that. Now, this topic, Boost, why your follicles now need stimulants, is ironic because if you consider this, how can everything else in your body work at least semi-efficiently, but all of the sudden your follicles need an outside source in order to produce what is natural to them? Let me give you some more examples. The dry eye syndrome. You're a person that has dry eyes, so you have to continuously use eye drops in there in order to keep them hydrated, because for some reason you have dry eyes. It could be allergies, seasonal, but also it could be something that is going wrong. But what you would find is that you do not believe that having dry eyes, even the doctor would not say, well, you just have dry eyes. They would say that there's probably a problem with your eye ducts. Okay. But if you have to use a eye moisturizer, then we know that is because something has went wrong. Say, for example, extremely dry skin, and there is no reason for that, and you have to use specific type of lotions, things of this nature. So anytime, and the list can go on, but anytime you find yourself in a situation where you have to use something topically on your skin, on your body, in order to make it behave just normally, then we know that there is something in the body, some mechanism, some organ that is breaking down and degrading for us. So why your follicles now need stimulants is the body is simply not producing stimulation. Why a stimulant? Because a stimulant to me is like a turbo boost. It's something that you are giving this follicle so that it can rev its engine up. All too often, we treat this degradation or the failure of these systems, such as the follicles. Remember, they are many organs. This is why when you have injuries or you have inflammation, they call it micro-inflammation, because the inflammation is at a level that this micro organ can feel, but you may only see things such as dryness, a little bit of soreness, perhaps redness. But if you can imagine that you can actually see this redness, then those little small micro organs are in a sea of inflammation, a sea of immune response, and it is a true big problem for you. But boost, why your follicles now need stimulants or stimulation, is because the body itself is not producing it effectively. When you think of a stimulant or stimulation, consider it an energy source, not necessarily a nutrition, but almost think of it as like a liquid electricity. Truly. While the follicles love protein, keratin, biotin, these things used to build the actual follicle itself, when it comes to stimulation, you almost want to think of it as, especially these topical solutions, natural, such as rosemary, pine needle oil, or human growth hormone. Now, is a stimulant the same exact thing as a hormone? Well, the hormones stimulate growth. It's not the same exact thing, but they kind of work together. So the point I'm making is, if you find that you need to boost your follicles, what I would think is that I am having follicle degradation and the mechanisms or the organ itself is failing, right? When you respectfully have to get dialysis, it is only because you have some sort of kidney failure. When you have to have patches to make sure your heart stays right on the beat, this is because there's a heart issue. So boost any type of topical, although we know this, but we are not considering the fact that we are putting these follicles on what I refer to as life support. And eventually, what happens is the boost, the stimulants, the topicals, even the eternal pills, for some reason, begin to not work effectively. So you have to add something else to your stack. You have to, because you can't get a more powerful minoxidil, right? You can't get a stronger finasteride, right? You can't get a stronger rosemary, right? Or you can't find these things in a strong concentrated form, at least not legally, right? So what happens is you have to add something else to the stack in order to keep it where it used to be. Why your follicles need stimulants is because they are in fail mode and they are slowly degrading down, and you have to find a way to heal that mini organ so that you don't have to use boost all the time. Because just like any other thing, if this was an engine, which it is, a follicle is a 3D hair printer, eventually one day what is causing it to fail, inflammation, infection, irritation, the immune response, pathogen, protein, whatever you want to call it, mechanical, physical failure, degradation, is going to one day cause that stimulant to not work effectively. So yes, you can use it, but always look at it as a crutch. Never look at any stimulant, any booster as something that you should be on forever, because actually it is not going to work forever. So your takeaways is continue to boost, but fix the actual issues of what's going on with this mini organ, because it is failing and you are putting on life support by using any type of booster, topical or internal. So that's my video for today. Hopefully something here has helped you to halt hair loss and restore it. If so, hit the like or subscribe. If not, give another video a chance. I'm pretty sure you'll find something interesting, but if I can do it, you all can do it too. Let's get you back to the barber.